Monday, June the 6th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. I am meteorologist Matthew East here with you. Hope you had a great weekend. The heat kind of built back in over the weekend, then some pretty rough thunderstorms in parts of the region late yesterday and into the evening hours, especially from the mountains to the foothills, southern Piedmont, and down into a chunk of South Carolina. Let's take a look at the storm report map from yesterday. All the blue dots, that's where a wind damage report came in. There was some hail involved as well in a couple spots, and certainly a lot of lightning and thunder. The pretty electric summertime type thunderstorms rolled on through. Now during the 5 a.m. hour Monday, when I'm cutting this video, there were a couple of storms that had popped up there, and especially Rutherford County. This is dropping off to the south. And it looks like while I can't, for much of the North Carolina Piedmont, I can't rule out an isolated storm or two today, the best chances will be shifting south. There's the overall picture across the lower 48. Pretty quiet in the eastern United States overall for the moment. And heat is going to be our big weather story that develops again this week. Houston, there at the airport, hit 105 degrees yesterday afternoon. That is nasty. And there'll be a lot of triple-digit heat here across the plains and the lower Mississippi Valley this afternoon. Big heat ridge sitting really centered right over the Ozarks. That's valid this afternoon. And that ridge will develop into the Carolinas again by Wednesday and Thursday. So again, heat is going to be our big weather story as this week unfolds. Now the temperatures today, not too bad for the Piedmont zones, upper 80s, maybe clipping 90 in a couple spots. And again, notice that best thunderstorm chance shifting south and west of most of North Carolina with the exception of the mountains and the foothills. Tomorrow looks like mainly a dry day and it'll be a little hotter. A lot of highs, 90 to 92 degrees across the Piedmont. And then as we get on into Wednesday and Thursday, the heat will really peak on out again. It looks like highs Wednesday and there on Thursday. Mid-90s, could very well be some upper 90s mixing in some spots once again. Now toward the tail end of the week here, there is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I think as we get into the end of the week and the weekend, we will see a better chance for some daily thunderstorm opportunities rolling on in. Nothing widespread in terms of widespread soaking type of rains, but better chances for some scattered thunderstorms. Now, shifting gears a bit into the tropics, we're still watching this area in the Caribbean Sea. Nice little flare up of thunderstorms a little bit south of Jamaica this morning. And a lot of the modeling does try to develop this. There's the satellite imagery this morning, and again, I think the area to watch is right here, a little bit south and west of Jamaica. Here's the various tracks on the computer model guidance, and there's a big spread all the way from the Yucatan Peninsula to the Bahamas with where this thing eventually goes. Let me show you some of the select model data here. This is a snapshot from the Canadian. Out of 120 hours, it takes that as it looks like at least a somewhat organized tropical system through the Bahamas. Okay, this is a look at the European operational. It's a little weaker with it and closer to the Florida coast. GFDL takes us into the Gulf, the eastern Gulf of Mexico there. Hurricane Wharf is way east. It's the farthest east solution there through the eastern Bahamas. And finally, the No Gaps takes this through the western tip of Cuba near the Florida Keys by 120 hours. Nothing is really indicating a hugely powerful tropical system with this, but a lot of the modeling does kind of continue to insist on the chance of at least some slow development with that. But the upper level winds are hostile. It's going to be an uphill battle for it, but some chance of development with that disturbance down in the Caribbean Sea. All right, that is it for today. Thank you for watching. Have a great Monday, and God bless.